Bullies have certainly been around for thousands of years, but cyberbullying is a fairly recent development, and it's a serious one. So serious, the Canadian Federation of Teachers wants laws against it. Some students do too. Robert Fournette has just graduated from high school in New Brunswick, where he used to be bullied, and he joins us now from Bathurst. I'm so glad you're here to tell us your story, because I think it's personal stories that helps us understand why a call for a law is needed. What was your experience with cyberbullying?
I was bullied in relation to cyberbullying a few times by two female students who actually were sisters, and they used the same type of tactics as a traditional bully would, name-calling, verbal things like that. Then it got into death threats, and they actually went out and attempted to burn the back of my neck on the way to school one morning, which is a threat they said they'd make and do. So I think that was the highlight of being bullied for 11 and a half years, and that was definitely a turning point when I said we need to definitely get some changes.
Did these emails come directly to you, or were they about you to other people?
It was both, actually. I was contacted by other students who were getting emails, and I actually was contacted by the bully herself, actually being told, you know, I'm going to do certain things to you, and it was quite surprising to read.
Well, I'm curious as to what you decided to do about it. I would think a lot of people in this case would be fearful about coming forward, making the situation worse. What did you do? Did you consider pressing charges?
I did, and unfortunately, charges are really hard to be pressed when it relates to cyberbullying. So it was a bit tricky in order to press charges. I brought it to the school's attention due to the fact that it was students who attended the same high school as I did. So definitely it was brought to their attention, and they dealt with it as quickly as possible. But for charges, it was a bit tricky due to the fact that it was cyberbullying rather than the traditional bullying.
Well, you call a law to make cyberbullying part of the criminal code. You say it's absolutely necessary. Why is that?
Cyberbullying is something that's not going to go away now with technology expanding in the form of text messaging, instant messaging, email. It's definitely something that we need to get addressed, and with a law that would more than likely help some of the victims that are scared to come forward in order to get help. So definitely a law would be able to prevent them from further being bullied by the bully because they are able to press charges.
Well, you must have given some thought to a definition of cyberbullying. You do run a website on the issue. I guess that's one of the stumbling blocks. Should this happen, should it be part of the criminal code, is defining cyberbullying. How do you define it?
Cyberbullying to me, and it's very hard to define, but it's pretty much electronic bullying, and electronic bullying would be in the form of text messaging, emailing, instant messaging, where those are the three main ones along with social networking sites. So it's definitely something that is new and very hard to define because, like I said, it's new, so it's definitely something that we need a bit more research in order to be able to back the laws up, but I definitely think it would be a positive start.
Okay, you do have a website. Who do you hear from on your site?
I've heard from students, I've heard from former bullies, current bullies, bystanders, teachers, educators, and just about the general public. So it's definitely something that is new. My website is the first youth-created anti-bullying website in Canada. The other founder and I both take great pride in knowing that we're able to provide a listening resource for youth from across the country.
You say you hear from bullies themselves. What do they have to say?
They're pretty much looking for somewhere they can vent. We do provide a resource where they can actually write for electronic newsletter that we do publish on a weekly basis. So they're looking for some other ways where they can get their anger out. A lot of them use it in the form of writing or drawing. So that's definitely a positive step, and that's something we looked at implementing on our website as quickly as possible because we did want to provide for the bully, victim, and bystander. We also have tips that we list on our website as well for all three.
Okay, well, thank you so much for telling your story. That's Robert Fournette in Bathurst. Thanks so much.